Well, you definitely read the title right. It's 2023 and I am making a video talking about Patrik Laine on the Winnipeg Jets. Yes, you heard that right, but there's good reason for this because, well, we got some information that came out a couple days ago now from Elliotte Friedman on the 32 Thoughts post that he does every week, every day. I don't even know. It's just 32 Thoughts. If you know about it, you know about it. If you don't, you don't. You check it out. It's on Sportsnet. Either way, though, Elliotte Friedman on his 8th post on the 32 Thoughts had this to say about Ivan Provorov. So he talks about Ivan Provorov, where the road's going with him and the Philadelphia Flyers, all current stuff right now. That being said, at the end of that article refers to Anthony Sanfilippo, who had a wild column in from the crossing boards on his column about the Laine trade. And I'm thinking to myself, I saw this on Twitter at first. People were talking about Laine. I'm like, what are we talking about? Did we get some leaked information? Was there an offer that the Flyers had? Oh, that'd be interesting. And yeah, there was an offer that Philly had out there that Winnipeg offered a Provorov for Patrik Laine deal before the latter was dealt to Columbus. But the Flyers passed because of their belief they had in Provorov, and they didn't want that trade. And I thought at the time, the Dubois swap for Laine, as well as giving up Rosvik and getting that third with Dubois, I thought that trade was terrible. And, you know, I still think you could have got a little bit more, but Dubois isn't playing great, so we're not going to talk about that. You know, that trade opinion always is changing. What we're talking about right now is the miracle that is the fact that the Philadelphia Flyers didn't decide to take this trade. Because can you imagine where the Winnipeg Jets would be right now if Ivan Provorov was on this team without Pierre-Luc Dubois? My God, that is the scariest thing I have ever thought of in a very long time. Very, very long time. Like, you go back and you look at Ivan Provorov and just look at the stats. I know he's a defenseman, but Ivan Provorov is terrible. Look at his plus-minus. The man's been trash for years. He had one good year back in 2017-18 and in his rookie year when he was actually good. That was it, though, really. You know, like, oh, you could say those points are high or whatever, but Ivan Provorov is not good. Any Flyers fan will tell you that. He struggles out there. He's terrible defensively. He doesn't bring a lot. And the fact that Kevin Cheveldayoff thought that this man right here, that this man was the guy that he should be trading for Ivan Provorov. Like, what? Like, I don't know how much credit I've given Chevy this year in all my recaps about, you know, all the signings, the Sam Gagner stuff, the little tweets. Everything's worked out well. Even the hiring of that bonus. Like, everything has worked out. But my God, this is a crazy what-if scenario right now. Like, can you imagine the Jets right now without Pierre-Luc Dubois? I can't. I don't think they'd be even close to the team that they are right now. And the fact that this trade was proposed and the Flyers said no! That Cheveldayoff thought that this was a good idea. It makes me laugh, man. And hindsight's 2020. Thank God this didn't happen, but I had to talk about this. This just blew my mind when I saw it. I didn't have time yesterday to cover it. Had to cover it and get this out there because what is this? Like, this makes no sense. Like, at the time, too, why were you so desperate to trade Laine at that time that you were shipping him to Philly, potentially, for a defenseman when the whole time you were telling everybody that we needed center depth, and that's why you would trade Laine, was to bring in center depth? Like, this just makes no sense on all levels when you go back and look at what Chevy said as a manager back then, before the Laine trade, all the speculation that everyone said. It wasn't about trading for a defender. It was always a center. It was always a forward. I can't believe that this is real. The Flyers said no to Patrik Laine because they were that high on Ivan Provorov, and now they might trade him anyway if they're lucky enough to. My God, ladies and gentlemen, I think this could easily is the worst what-if trade scenario the Jets have ever had to come across this franchise since coming back. I know you can make all that speculation about trading for Mark Stone on the deadline and all that, but my God, Patrik Laine for Ivan Provorov. I know Philly was in on it, but come on, ladies and gentlemen. Look at his stats. Laine the year after that had 28 goals that year going into it. In 2019-20 was Laine's last official year with the Jets. 2019-20, he had 36 points as a defenseman and was not good. I know that was his last okay year, but Ivan Provorov is not some high-end defenseman. Not anymore. I just can't get over this one. I had to do a little rant, yell about this because it just made me laugh. What the hell? I don't understand it, but I want you guys to let me know what your reactions would have been right now in the comment section below if this trade had went through. Because I know my commenters, I know my subscribers, especially the ones that have been with me for that, like going back to that trade video that I made and going back to the early days of this channel. I know how we all felt when that trade was made. We didn't like it. Can you imagine if that was what came across our fucking headline instead? Ivan Provorov, the centerpiece in a Patrik Laine trade. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your day. I hope this made you laugh because the Jets are on a tear, competing for a Stanley Cup this year. Pierre-Luc Dubois is a core contributor. He looks like his attitude has completely changed. Getting him signed long-term is priority number one. Looks like he's having a great time this year playing under Bones in this new locker room and vibe. So I am beyond happy that Dubois is here, but I cannot believe that this almost happened. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below on this. If it's your first time checking out a video on this channel, regardless of the team that you root for, definitely drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and check out all the other affiliated links down in the description below. Like I already said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Have a great rest of your day. Go Jets, go! And I will see you guys in the next one.